بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين يبايعونك إنما يبايعون الله يد الله فوق أيديهم فمن نكث فإنما ينكث على نفسه ومن أوفى بما عاهد عليه الله ومن أوفى بما عاهد عليه الله ومن أوفى بما عاهد عليه الله فسيؤتيه أجرا عظيما.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you are doing very well at home, right? So we had 3 classes last week, right? So we are starting this week with another chapter, but it's a remaining part of last class. Maybe you are thinking, oh, this man is again coming with the questions with auxiliaries, has. Never think so. Okay, because each and every day we are discussing simple topics, okay? And we are discussing very basics, okay? So just understand and travel with me. Let's enjoy this period, okay? So my first question, are you ready for the class? I hope you are ready, because you cannot be, okay? You cannot be against my will. Anyway, we are here moving on with so do you remember the last class we were discussing about question word, what, why, and all other things we were discussing. We were discussing about question word, we were discussing about question phrase, and we were discussing about how to make questions with auxiliary, right? All you remember? So we were talking about questions, and the last class also we had very funny class, like not funny class, anyway it was serious class. We were talking about how much, how many, okay? And last class, do you remember who are the form of be, have, and do? Or the common name for this? Helping verbs or auxiliary verbs? Right, you said it. Okay. Anyway, today we are moving on. In the last part of last class I told we will discuss about what has and have in this period. Anyway, before going into the question of has and have, we should know some basic things about has and have and had, right? So we are discussing about this basics of has and have. First of all, we will be talking about have. So do you remember what is the word meaning of have? Have means what? Undu. We usually use the word undu. Like we will use I have a car. Really? I don't have a car. I had a car. I saw it. Okay. So before we go into the detail, we should know some basic concept about how to use have and has and had in a sentence. Simply I'll be talking that we are not going into the deep or the elaborated discussion regarding have and has, because it's another part of grammar. I'm not going to discuss it. But when you make question about have and has, when you make question with have and has, you should know some basics. That's I'm talking. So have we use in the present tense with plural subject in perfect sentences, third form of the verb. So when we talk about have, you should remember 4 things. First of all, suppose you are talking about why we use have in a sentence. Why we use have in a sentence? To make an ownership, like I have a car, or we would like to, I have to do something, like I have to, okay, you should do that, okay, like that. I have to do. So I have എന്ന് ഉപയോഗിക്കുമ്പോൾ have എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പ്രസന്റ് ടെൻസിലാണ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. മീൻസ് പ്രസന്റ് ടെൻസ് മീൻസ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ള ഒരു കാര്യത്തിന് ഹാവ് ഏതിലൊക്കെയാണോ നമ്മൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കാറുള്ളത് അതിന്റെയൊക്കെ പ്രസന്റ് വരുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ നമ്മൾ ഹാവ് എന്ന ഫോം ഉപയോഗിക്കുകയുള്ളൂ. സോ വെൻ ഐ ടോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ഹാസ് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ക്ലിയർ ഫോർ യു. ഓക്കെ, ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഐ ഹാവ് എ കാർ. യു ക്യാൻ യൂസ് ദ വേർഡ് ഐ ഹാവ് എ കാർ only when you have a car presently. Okay, suppose if you have no car, you cannot use it now. Maybe you can use I had a car. Enku oru car undayirunnu, right? Like that with plural subject. Here you have to understand what do you mean by plural subject. Plural subject means one plus. I already told you one plus means if I use the word you and about I already mentioned about I that we will treat the word I like plural in all rules of grammar. You also we will be using as plural, right? So when you come I, you and they, and if you are using students or any plural noun with s, we can use with have. Okay, and in perfect sentences, what do you mean by perfect sentence? In perfect sentences, we will be using the third form of the verb. So, when I discuss about have here, right? Whether it is about have or has or had, this law is common. What is the law, you know? When you want to use a verb after have, has, had, it should be the third form of the verb. I am not talking about have to. Okay, after have to you can use I have to go. Base form you can use it. But same time, after without to, if you are using the word have, has, had, you can use only third form of the verb. So my dear students, from your 10th standard, you may heard about there are 3 forms for a verb. So I would like to write some verbs here. For example, the word come, go, normal verb. Okay, write, and another one, tell me, beat. Okay, so this we will know V1, and we will have a V2 and V3. Come, past tense. Okay, past. This is known as past participle, PP form of the word. So come, go, went, write, wrote, and beat, past tense, already beat. And when we come to the third form of the verb, come become come also. It become gone, and wrote become written, right? And beat become beaten. So these are the third form of the verb. So when I tell about the verbs, you already heard about there are 3 forms for a verb. One is singular form, means verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, present, past, past participle. So apart from this, there are 2 more forms that we call S form and ing form. This is very simple for every verb. Like in case of come, it makes comes, and coming, okay, goes, going. So S form and ing form, that's not much important thing. Anyway, you just understand come, go, written and beaten. Okay, so we are just going to have this here. Look, I'm just going to erase the first form of everything. Okay, and I'm going to erase have to also. Here you look. These are the past participle. So if you would like to use any sentence or any verb after have and has, listen. I have come means this is third form. Okay. They have gone. Okay, and it what? It has written. Okay, and beaten means when we come to the word beaten, she was beaten. Most probably, so we cannot use had been beaten, have been. I'm not going to discuss about beans. Okay, that will be another topic, so we'll make it complicated. So only thing you have to understand, after have and has and had, you have to use only third form of the verb. Okay, so here I told about have. In case of have, subject should be plural form, that we taught in case of have. Same time, in case of has, subject should be what? Subject should be singular. So like she, he, it is singular subject. Oh, okay. So she has come, he has gone, it has written already, we told. Okay. So, and in case of had also, had we use both for singular and plural. Okay, both plural and singular we use had. I think it's clear. No need of any complication. No need of any complication. Don't get confused. When you use have, has, had, you must be careful of these things. You should find third form of many verbs. Then only you can use. And in the beginning, you have to think about the subject. Subject, if it is have, subject should be plural. If it is has, subject should be singular. If it is had, it is in the past. Okay. If it is had, it can be a had, can be plural or singular. It's according to you. Okay. But in case of verb form, you should make the V3 verb 3 of the word. Okay. So we were talking about has, and just coming to has. Okay. We already told about have. So in case of have, we use present tense, like he has a car, right? Okay, with singular subject. Singular subject means he or anyone, Tom, okay, maybe RAUF, anyone, one person, I'm one person, like. So in perfect sentence, we already discussed it last time, okay. Perfect sentence, like, for example, he has gone. He has gone there. He has gone. Okay. So this is perfect sentence, means with third form of the verb. Third form of the verb is also used. Okay. So coming to had, to discuss about had we use in the past tense. So in case of have, if I have a car now, I can say I have a car. Now it's. If I had a car, because I had a car really, but I sold it because there was some money crisis, financial crisis, then I sold my word now. So I can tell I had a car. Okay. So I means in case of I, it is plural subject here, and he is singular subject, she is singular subject, they is also plural subject. So I had a car, he had a car, she had a bicycle, anything. Okay, they had a hotel. Okay, and here you can use some nouns, anything like bike, car, jeep, anything you can use. Jeep is a company name. Okay, and after that with singular and plural in perfect sentence. Okay, I had done. Here also you have to think about the third form of the verb. Okay, third form of the verb should be used here of the verb. Okay, third form of the verb should be used. So just omit it and come to this sentence. Okay, so he had gone. Okay, and she had written a letter. Okay, like that, they had done it well. Okay, so you have to go to this part. Understand? So I was talking simply about all this just to make it easy for you. Let's go through another slide. It will be okay for you. See, today we have has and had, have, has and had. So affirmative means positive sentence. Positive means I have one car. I have. I have not a car. I haven't a car means negative sentence. So in present we use, see, in present we use have, past had. Look at the past. This past had. This also didn't have. Okay. And in case of past, Okay, have, didn't have, we use that. And here also past had, whether it is singular or plural, we use had form. Look, so in affirmative sentence we will be using I. It is a subject. I have a car. Okay, you have a car. They had a car. Or any plural noun. Students had a football there in the classroom. Okay, in the past tense. In negative also, I don't have a car. She don't. They don't. They didn't have. Okay. Oh, they had it also. Okay. In the past we use didn't have again. Okay. Another thing when we use with did. Otherwise, I hadn't. Okay. Okay. Question in case of present. Like if you are using question, this is not about the question with has and have. It is all about if you are using do you have, did you have, does he have. We don't have to use does he has. Okay, here you have to note it, because when we make do or did does outside, we can use the base form of the verb in every case. Do you come? Does he come? Okay, that's okay, I think. So just by heart this table with you. Okay, here we would like to discuss why we use have. I'm going to the question part. Okay, after that, see why we use have and have, has, had, everything. First of all, to tell ownership that you have something. I have a car. Relationship. Jamal has a wife and 2 kids. Feature, any characters. Anu has a fantastic singing voice. Okay. If you want to talk about illness, I have a really bad headache today. If you want to talk about your experience, I hope you have a great time at the party. Or eating, drinking. My colleagues usually have their breakfast or lunch at 1 p.m. So this is also, you can post the video here and you can write it down. Okay. So when you come to the question part, when you come to that is our discussion. All the prayer words were to give you an introductory words about has, have and had. Again I tell you, has with singular. So understand the word s that ends. Look, the word that s ends in singular. Okay, so this s denotes singular. Just memorize like that. So has with singular, have with plural, and had with both singular and plural. Okay, so here we would like to come to the questions. Question always will be like in the word form, or maybe in the noun form also. Have you a car? Like, okay, do you have a car? That's another one. Okay, when we ask about any action, we comes to this one. First of all, in perfect sentences, I already mentioned perfect sentences. Always usually with third form of the word, means he. Like we are talking about has. Today we are talking about has. Okay. Has with third person of singular. Has he done it? Okay. Have with other forms. Has we use singular form. Have with, have you gone there? Have they come to the class? I already told you about come. This is a third form of come. Come, came, come. Okay. So just understand this. And when we come to the discuss about had, why we use had? Had they gone there? Had they visited there? Like that. Had he submitted? Had they beaten you? Like that. Had with past and in perfect sentences for denoting the past we use it. Okay, maybe it can be had he, it can be had they. Both singular and plural. Understand? Both are there. Okay. So let's move to a simple exercise. Okay. You may pause the video and just find the answer. Try. When you try the answer, you have to mention, you have to think about only one thing, that whether you have a singular word or plural word, and past or present. In the looking at the sentences, you should understand it. Okay. Just think about it. Jack have fun at the party last Saturday. Okay. I'm sorry, but after I, what do you have to use? Have you ever been? Has you ever been? Had you ever been to Canada? Dave, it's one person. Okay. Has passed his driving test or have passed, like. Just everything, read it, pause here, be genuine, be honest with me. Maybe you can cheat me going through the Google or anything else. I will be telling you the answer in this class itself. Now you just pause here and find your answer. Then you can test yourself that whether you are able to find answer for all these questions or not. Is that fine? Okay. So I would like to move to the answer. Listen. Jack had fun at the party last Saturday. Why we use had here? Because we already told last Saturday. This is finished, so this is past. In past we use had only. I am sorry, but I have to go now. So I have to go, after I we use only have. This is the reason. Coming to the third question, have you ever been? So for you, when you is the subject, you have to use have. This is a question also, okay? You have to use have, okay? Dave is only a singular person, so that you have to use has. Dave has passed his driving test. After we have to use have. Can we have the bill, please? The match had already started. So this is past because already started is തുടങ്ങി കഴിഞ്ഞല്ലോ. So match had already started. That is a past. They had breakfast at 6:30 this morning. So we are talking about, when we talk about this morning, they had it already. When we are reporting to someone or when we talk about something at the time of noon. That's why. Do you have a brother? After you have to use have. So this is also a question. My boss never has time. So even it is my boss, okay, it had one person. If we use it in a past tense, we can use never had time. Doris has been. So even if it is been, in case of has been or have been, you have to check about the subject. If it is singular, it is has been. If it is plural, it is have been. Is that fine? Okay. So that's all about have, has and had. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, you can text me, okay? Thank you so much for listening to the class. Again, I tell you, whenever you study anything, I am just here explaining the basic things regarding has, have, had, everything. We will be having listening classes, we will be having other classes. And one and only advice to you all, work hard. And when you work hard, you will be successful in your life. Okay, you want your own identity, and your father, mother, everybody is waiting for your result, and result means not for your A plus or your marks. They want you to be outside with as a great figure, leading many people and leading many classes and giving light for others. So if I would like to give light for others, I must have light. So you should acquire many knowledge and work hard. When you work hard, you can be successful. And when you work hard now, it will be disturbing and it will be some kind of it's a kind of tough job, but still you will get better day. So whenever you have any trouble, wait for the better day. Allah is there. He will help you, and Allah already told in the Holy Quran, you just work. قُلْ اعْمَلُوا فَسَيَرَ اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولُهُ فَسَيَرَ اللَّهُ عَمَلَكُمْ وَرَسُولُهُ. So you have to do. Allah will see that. Allah will reward you. Okay. Always when you have a trouble, understand Allah has a better plan. Thank you so much for watching.